Steve, you got an issue with somebody.
I do.
Potentially, anyway. And it's with your twin brother, John Tavares.
Oh, yes.
And you said, remind me that I have a bone to pick with Mr. Tavares. Now, Steve, he is not signed with the Leafs yet, so you can't tell him what to do until he does that. And then,
Right.
of which case, then he has to go, Mr. Steve Dangle, what should I do?
Mr. Steve, hey, it's John.
Is that how he talks?
Yeah. That's how he used to talk anyway.
Does he talk like that anymore?
I think it's slightly louder. And then when he won gold with Canada, he was like, "That's 5, Canada 5!" And then he just that was the last time he ever yelled, I think.
Wow.
Other than for a goal.
I can't wait till he yells that.
You can't hear it.
He'll yell, "That's 14 cups, Toronto. That's 14."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you got it.
I can't wait.
I think you just saw into the future. No, but I want to say it was headlines. I don't remember where, but they said John Tavares still mulling over whether or not to go to the World Championships.
And he's going now.
He's going
with Matt Barzal.
Is that announced?
Yes. I will pull it up. The season's not over, so they can't officially. I think that's the rule.
Some people have already declared.
Yeah, Barzal has, and he's very excited about being Connor.
I'll find it. Keep doing your thing.
Someone needs to grab that young man by the collar, ideally his agent or anyone near him who loves him, and say, "You are not playing in that tournament. You are not playing in the. Are you nuts? Are you actually out of your mind? You're going to free agency." As the belle of the ball. The belle of the ball, John. You have already suffered a major season-ending injury in an international tournament, and it actually was probably a big reason for why the NHL didn't even go to the Olympics this time. You've suffered a big injury before, John.
You're the reason we didn't get to go.
It's your fault. Even without that. Forget the whole reason thing. You suffered a giant injury. You're going into the biggest payday of your life, and you're going to go to this tournament and potentially what? You don't know. It's a mixed bag. You have no idea. Some ref, some not NHL quality ref. Dude, the officiating in this tournament is consistently shocking. It's consistently really bad.
It's not the Spengler, right? It's the World Championship?
No, it's the World Championship.
Okay.
Which is like the Spengler with better players.
Right.
So this is the quote from John Tavares, JT as I like to call him. "I don't have a contract for next year, so I've got to determine what is the right thing to do. I've always enjoyed playing for my country. It's disappointing not being in the playoffs, but sometimes this gives you a chance, if circumstances are right, to continue your season and finish on a good note. There are two sides of it. You're playing a physical sport and a lot of things can be up in the air. At the same time, as a hockey player, you want to go out there and it's a special thing to play for your country." So he didn't officially commit, but that's his response.
Some guy in Slovakia is just I'm making a name for myself today, and just friggin' blow him up 3 seconds after he gets rid of the puck. And he may or may not start the season on time.
I hope you're wrong.
You don't know.
I hope
I'm wrong too, because I hope he doesn't go. You're nuts. You're crazy.
Does it change your mind that McDavid's going?
He's got his money. If the Oilers don't want him to go, that's their thing.
If you lose even $1 because of this tournament, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Dude, if he breaks a finger, it's a bad idea.
Who was it that got injured at the Olympics and missed the rest of the year?
Tavares.
Was it Tavares?
Yeah.
In Sochi, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking of Tavares.
It was Tavares.
All right. But, it's a risk you take.
Would you
It's a dumb risk.
It's not. It's not. I'm with you, Steve. I don't think it's a risk you take. I think you shut it down. I think you get on the extra bike. You take your dogs for a walk. You call it a day.
Yeah. Rest up.
Watch the
Rest up.
playoffs.
You just played against the NHL's top competition all season long.
Yeah.
What do you got to prove? You're John Tavares. Another thing about this, Jesse. And it's amazing.
Jesse specifically.
Tell me, no one else is listening.
There's
just
actually
me.
2 reasons why John Tavares in particular is out of his mind for doing this. So again, giant payday, whatever. He's already been hurt at the Olympics. He was out for the season. But I remember being in Oshawa. I want to say
The great city of Oshawa.
the great city. You say it with your chest, Jesse.
Home of no, I don't think I can say what it's. Never mind.
Teddy's Restaurant.
Is the place opening? That's going to be opening. Is it?
No.
Okay.
You cannot say that.
Okay, that's what I was about to say.
Teddy's Restaurant.
Teddy's, yes.
So, John Tavares, in 2009, I want to say December 2009. No. 2008. Top prospects game in Oshawa. He's going first overall. There's the talk of, him or Victor Hedman, whatever. Regardless, he's going to be the top Canadian Hockey League prospect. Victor Hedman's not playing in this game. Now, if I remember correctly, he was considering, or his agent was considering for him, I'm not sure, not playing in this game. Mm-hmm. I had an interview lined up with John Tavares for after the game. I didn't get that interview. You know why? At some point, back half of the game, might have been late in the second or early in the third, Zach Kassian goes into the corner with him, takes him the hell out, and wrecks his shoulder. In a game he didn't need to be playing in. John, go on your past experiences, multiple past experiences. For the love of God, don't play in the World Championships. You're nuts. You're nuts. I hope nothing happens. I hope he doesn't get so much as a sprain. I hope he doesn't get anything that even delays his training going into June. You're going into the biggest payday of your life, John. Generational wealth. What are you thinking? I don't understand.
You know what I bet? I bet you he doesn't play.
I think you're right, and I hope you're right.